versus Cam Newton and the New England Patriots.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the New England Patriots.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here comes the Patriots offense led by number 1, their new quarterback for 2020. That, of course, Cam Newton.
And when he's at the top of his game, you see that big smile. That's when you know everything is clicking. That means he's accurate throwing the football. They can't get him down in the run game, and his team is having a whole lot of fun because when they score a touchdown, some fan's going to get lucky and get the game ball.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Newton. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
To number 11,
Julian Edelman, his second touchdown on the season, and the Pats have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Gain of 9 brings up
a look at the numbers for Lockett from a week ago. He was no doubt a key piece to their puzzle in that victory.
And when this offense plays well, you just know he's going to be in the middle of everything, don't you? I mean, defense is going to say, we've got to take this guy away. He doesn't allow himself to be taken away, does he?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Locke throwing on target to Fant. And getting this just shy of midfield. He'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
That catch good for only a couple. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. You and I have seen some great catches throughout our days calling these games. A spectacular grab there, just a receiver making a wonderful play.
When there's a chance to get 6 points on the board, you see a little extra effort sometimes. A terrific layout to go get the football.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the
25-yard line.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
The shotgun snap for Newton. He'll drop it underneath to White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
That's caught by Hollister. Not much there, only a yard. CD, you take a look at this draft class from this offense, and they went defense with their first-round pick.
Yeah, and you and I both know there were a lot of good players on that list, but this was a defense that was in need of an infusion of youth and speed, and that's what they got.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton, and the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Newton's pass.
A look at the numbers from last week for Olsen. 8 catches, 106 yards.
And one of the top receiving games in the league in week 1, and they're expecting those types of games from him each and every time out. They're going to need that from him if they want to make a move towards a league title.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
Newton on 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
By the defense.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it
adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. On first down, Locke forced out to his left. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
What a great rookie campaign in 2019 for D.K. Metcalf, who came in with high expectations, was actually upset that he went in the second round, not the first round, but quickly proved everyone wrong who didn't take him prior. 900 yards receiving, 7 touchdowns, and looks exactly like a Seattle Seahawks receiver is supposed to look. Big, strong, physical, and catches all the contested passes downfield.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackle made at the 36.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
That's good for a Seattle.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. John Ursua, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, if they're out there, we'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Back to throw, Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he will have a Patriots first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old-reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Patriots.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton, quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
Throwing again is Newton. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, Newton. Slant route caught by Edelman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
The extra point.
Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
One more game remains to be played in week 2 after this one, and it's a game that folks have been looking forward to for months, if not years. The first ever regular season home game for the Las Vegas Raiders as they host the Saints. 8:15 Eastern, 5:15 in Vegas, right here on EA Sports. That should be fun. Oh, another great move. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Good catch there by DK Metcalf. And when he came into the league, we were all impressed by his physical attributes. Looked like he was chiseled out of stone. This guy's body is one that we all really wanted to have. But as his rookie season progressed,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
yeah, still time to make something happen, too.
Well, the ball is out. Michelle lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Ain't doing
And
nothing.
they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here first and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Covered by the defense.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd down now. It's Carson, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. 31-24, the final score. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Anthony Miller leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. And lastly, Monday Night Football has a good one lined up between the New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Seahawks take back over. They've got the lead, and certainly a big reason why some of these catches we take a look at right now.
And I've seen it so many times that when units start to play really well, they feed off of each other and play even better. And they're making every catch possible. Contested, non-contested, easy, difficult.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now the third-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Right at midfield.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. Let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
That's good.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Running on first down with Ware. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 17-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability, or had the ability to run it and throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and
now a play fake, and here's Locke.
18-yard line.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
27,
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. On 1st and 10, Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Going on the ground, it's White. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Newton. He completes it right side to White. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
A 5-yard.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Returnable for Lockett. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. It's John Simon with a sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block.
Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Here's Lock to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Noah Fant there to make the grab. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. They find themselves open for an easy touchdown.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this front.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
To throw again on second down. Newton firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Patriots.
Operating from the gun. Newton. And caught left side. Olsen.
Newton's pass.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
To the air again. Newton. Out to his left. He'll run it. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton, Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out, and the Seahawks have recovered.
Sack. Fumble on the play.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And that is incomplete.
Blocked pass. Intended for Noah Fant.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a first down throw for Newton. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive, Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Locke working out of the gun, letting one go deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Patrick Chung, got a hand in, knocked it away. They'll actually throw it with Locke, buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom, he took advantage of it. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now he's got it. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Lock now on 3rd and goal. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt, the head coach. He wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now Newton on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain. A shotgun snap for Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. The 30.
Showtime, baby.
And that should just about do it. They would turn it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want... And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
A loss of 6 yards.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Seahawks, it's a win here in their home opener.